Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs.
Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride. And get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talents. Rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
So the next starting five. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Sumner in at the 1.
The aggressive finish inside. Andrew Wiggins beats some very good defense.
Bounce pass from Durant. Back to O'Neal. Wiggins with the block. And he gets it back. Just 3 to shoot. Harris, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often. That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Nicholas Claxton.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris' depth has been a concern.
Yes, but give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
Sumner's shot is off.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with the Nets head coach. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. That one drops for him.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Durant. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond. But not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Here's Claxton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Sumner, guarded by Kerr. Sumner's shot is off. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Trailblazers.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Sumner, following the basket by Stephen Curry. A nice shot by Katie.
The assist.
Kevin Durant, silky smooth. He's got the skill set of a guard, but the size of a center, and it allows him to dominate the paint. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Harris. Wiggins with the block. It's Curry with the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 13 points for Stephen Curry. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Warriors?
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Wiggins finds Green to the left wing. Here's Looney. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
GA with their fourth title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Wiggins, and Poole subbed in for Thompson.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Nets passing it around, and it's Sharp missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Simmons kicks to Mills. Curry on the wing. And the layup falls.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game, and it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
Curry's shot is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Curry with the bounce pass. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Unhindered, going all the way. Back to Kuminga. To the inside. Oh my goodness! What a play!
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jordan Poole is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's JaMychal Green. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
They'll love the aggression, but they'll need more of that to try and climb back into this one. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And Kevin Durant subbed in for Curry. DiVincenzo passes to Green. Here's Thompson. Count that bucket. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Mills. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Patty Mills considered one of the best teammates in the NBA, and everyone's so happy that he was able to come up huge in helping his native Australia win their first medal in the Summer Games. What a story.
Green, he's checked in for James Wiseman. And then for Brooklyn, O'Neal's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Harris subbed in for Thomas. And Thompson kicks to DiVincenzo. Thompson against Harris. Thompson misses. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 14. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Durant down low. Guarded by Green. A nice shot by KD. KD's got his second bucket of the night. And Wiggins throws it down.
The triple move gets a little separation, and that's all Wiggins needs. That's pretty.
Nets trailed by 14.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Passes it to Harris. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to O'Neal. To the right side. Pass to Mills from downtown. They shoot again. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Claxton.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
2 minutes.
Now here's DiVincenzo.
2 minutes.
Covered by Mills. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's KD. Great D that time from Green.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Good on the bucket. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
States Hall.